Thank you. We're all set. All right, everybody, the time is now 7 p.m. I will call to order this special town council meeting. Is this on? Can you hear me? Do that? You said it's good. Okay, we will start with, if you can, please join me by raising for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we will start with an approval of the meeting minutes. We have minutes from August 18th, 2026, special town council meeting minutes. Can I have a motion for approval?
Motion to approve.
Second. Oh.
Motion made by Councilor Spagone, seconded by Councilor Hunt. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 9-0. Have no announcements this evening, so we will move right into citizens open forum. Due to Massachusetts open meeting law requirements, discussions will not take place during public comment periods. I will allow 3 minutes for comments and ask that folks just state their name and address for the record.
Good evening, Janet Hanson, Pleasant Street. The topic is the executive session for me. I thank you for continuing to do a thorough investigation to all of this, including using a third party or outside attorney. It's needed to be sure nothing is missed and everything is on the up and up. This way people can be confident of the results due to careful considerations and fact findings. While I and others do not know exactly what's being discussed in the executive sessions, I hope that any decisions are based on facts and not on assumptions or emotions. As I said at last week's special town council meeting, proper investigations and watching how things are handled in Bridgewater is what matters. Many things to consider and think about first. First, there has to be proof of wrongdoings here. If there's not any proof, then you can't accuse somebody of wrongdoings. What has the current town manager done wrong here? Has he not been handling matters in town as he should be? Are there any factual proof that he has done anything wrong? Please refer to my last week's comments. We need to follow the process. Our town needs to get back on track so we can deal with the everyday issues the town needs to deal with. Some people are saying that they are upset that they are not receiving information about the executive sessions and feel the town council is purposely keeping us in the dark. What they fail to realize is that executive sessions are closed to protect everyone involved while they're happening. That's Massachusetts state law, that they have to be kept private until matters are done. No one's hiding anything from the public. It's like being on a jury. Jurors are not allowed to discuss or speak of the case they are on until after it's over. The town council is not allowed to discuss openly until all matters are resolved. I trust that the town council, you all, will then inform residents the outcome of these sessions. Those residents that feel they are hiding things during these sessions are wrong. I'm pretty sure you all would speak if you could. I, too, am very curious about what's being discussed and would love to be a fly on the wall. But I do realize that cannot openly speak at this time. I want the town council to be thorough and respect the town and the manager. I don't want this to be a witch hunt, and I pray the outcome will be good. Our town needs closure and needs to be able to focus on other matters. We do not need to be trying to find another manager. And lastly, going off subject, I want to suggest that the water sign at Route 104, I don't know about the others in town, but the Route 104 by the power lines after the fire station before Elm Street, be changed from conserve water to mandatory water restriction. To me, saying conserve water is not strong enough, as we are in a restricted water ban. West Bridgewater has several signs around their town saying restricted water ban, while we just have conserve water, despite being in a water emergency per DEP. So I would suggest it be updated. Some residents say they are not aware of our water crisis. It's hard to believe, but it is happening. So having more signs with stronger verbiage may be helpful. I hope tonight's session goes well and we can get back on track to be able to focus on normal town issues and business soon. And again, I thank you all for dealing with this. I know it hasn't been easy. Thank you.
John Donna, 261 South Street. I was saddened to hear about the allegations of the town manager, and surprised. I thought that, or I think that our town manager is doing a really good job for the town, and he brings a lot of energy to the position, at least from what I've seen from the meetings that I've come to. So I hope this can all be cleared up and we can move on with Justin. That's what I hope. On another matter that I do feel need to speak on, when I spoke last at the July meeting, I had spoken against why I don't think the pride flag should fly at the library. And I'd like to speak on that again tonight. And I want to be clear, this isn't about hate or ill will towards anybody. My reason for saying this, and I've said it before, is the library is a town building. The town is not here to advocate for any one group or against any one group. It's here for everybody. So there shouldn't be any flag at all. There shouldn't be a flag, period. There shouldn't be a sticker all year round. And the same thing goes for the school. While the pride flag does not fly outside the school itself, there are flags inside the classrooms. It's been within 2 years that my youngest graduated from BR, and I went to the parent-teacher conferences. I thought all the teachers were great, but those flags should not be flying in the classroom. There are some classrooms that have a full-size pride flag. There's some smaller ones. There's stickers, there's messages. It's a public school. It shouldn't be advocating for any one group or against any one group. It's there for everybody, period. So to my fellow residents out there, if you agree with what I'm saying, and I don't see how you wouldn't, please speak up on this matter. It's very important. Thank you.
Gina Gasconi, Ball Avenue. I wasn't planning to speak tonight. I just want to say ditto to what Janet said. I could not say it better. I agree with everything she said. I understand, and I wish more people in the town understood the process of executive session. I think they don't. They just think that the minutes will be available immediately. I don't know how to get that word out to people without smashing them in the head, which we probably don't want to do. But I do agree with Janet. This other gentleman needs to be a thorough investigation or audit, maybe it's a better term. What somebody's done in another town doesn't mean they're doing the same thing here. And I think from what my involvement in the town over these years, my feeling is that Bridgewater has much, much stricter oversight than other towns. And I saw the comment recently about the town manager. According to what I read, it was slipped in. Those aren't my words. That's what I read. For the town manager to carry over additional days. And people's comments, why wasn't anybody known? People have the same opportunity. I read the council agenda, and I do have to say I don't read all 158 pages, but the information is out there if people care to see it. I don't think anything is slipped in. That's it. Thank you.
Lincoln Andrews, owner of Stiles and Hart Brick. Mr. Chairman and Mr. Kennedy, please remember about 6 weeks ago, you guys had, at the end of the meeting, a question and answer period with the Honorable Justin Casanova Davis impugning my integrity in the negotiation process, where Mr. Kennedy read from a script a list of prepared leading questions. I was not here able to respond to any of that. I request, and you, Mr. Chairman, sat down nodding your head in agreement through the whole time. I never had any chance to defend myself or reply to any of those remarks or ask questions. I respectfully request that I be given equal time in front of you to answer the exact same questions that Mr. Kennedy asked of Mr. Casanova Davis, because we all know how truthful he is, and that I can respond. And second, since all of you never once invited my lawyer or me to a conversation, and all of you had me negotiate with two parties 2 times, twice with the town council, twice with the town manager, all while you were negotiating with Aquaria. It was all spurious. I would like to address those points as well. Finally, since you all had your executive session, in which I know that there were some members there that had some extreme conflicts of interest involved in it, at least one, I would like the opportunity to clear the air on that and address those topics. This process did not go the way it went. It should have gone. Nobody told you guys, nobody asked one question. My lawyer sent a follow-up letter to your town lawyer. I told all of you, virtually all of you got messages that he had sent it to you. None of you received the letter from my lawyer to you in order to better inform all of you. Never once, when you guys were in executive session, did anybody ask one question. This next thing I call into question is Helen Gordon's presentation to you, where she made up a set of rules and regulations that she cited that I would be responsible for the 21E on the 37-acre parcel, along with doing hydrology checks, and I would like to have specific examples and cite specific locations in your zoning where everything she said applies to what she said. I am or was a public supply water operator. I understand water. I've been involved in water delivery in Middleborough for over 30 years. What Miss Gordon said was wrong. Afterwards, I talked to her out in the hallway, and I said to her how she could misrepresent it. I'm done right now, and her reply to me was, I work for the town manager. Thank you. One final thing. Since you all decided not to even have a discussion with me, I'm seeking to remove my properties from chapter land. There's no sense in you guys having any recourse to match any offer that I have since you've turned it down. And as your oldest taxpayer in town, who has gotten you the Stiles and Hart Recreation Park, I respectfully request that you relieve me from the Chapter 63 forestry regulations to be able to match the offer, so I can go ahead and sell it to parties that will use it in the way that is best intended for the civic responsibility. That's one thing you all do not understand, is that when you own a business for 135 years, the amount of civic responsibility that's involved. I suspect I have spent more time in this town of Bridgewater than probably 3 of you together. Thank you.
How you doing, guys? Daniel Gilmet, former resident of the town, but still have family here in town.
If you would, we just have to take a vote for non-residents to speak. So if somebody would make that motion to allow
my
you to speak.
apologies.
Motion made by Councilor Spigot, seconded by Councilor Hunt. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Not an issue with the town. Sorry if it may not be appropriate, but this past Sunday, we lost Louis Allman. So I wanted to thank you all for giving him the time. And whether you agreed with him or not, you gave him the respect as a town citizen, as a veteran of this country, Brown Star recipient. He came here multiple times with issues that he addressed to you guys because he cared. He cared about this town. He loved this town. And he had agreements with you guys. He had disagreements with you guys, whatever it may be. But as his grandson, I just wanted to make it important to say thank you very much for giving him the time and share conversations, smiles, disagreements. I think that's very important. He gave his life to this country in uniform, and after serving, his service extended beyond that, helping people that me and you probably don't even know these people's names. And so I just wanted to bring that to your attention, and thank you very much for what you do with this town, whatever the disagreements are and whatnot. But it meant a lot to him to come and speak to you guys. So I want to say thank you very much. Keep our family in your prayers, and God bless. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, and we're sorry for your loss.
Thank you very much. And if you will, I met Louis through a few of these meetings, so I appreciate you informing us of that. I'm sorry for your loss, sorry for your family. And if we will, the council, would you please join me in a quick moment of silence for Louis on behalf of Bridgewater to say thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you,
Thank you.
guys.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you guys for your time.
Any additional citizen comment this evening? Seeing none, I will move to or skip to counselor comments before we enter into executive session. If any counselors would like to make comment. Yeah, Counselor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Evening, residents in attendance, folks watching at home. Good evening. Before we go into executive session tonight, I did want to make something abundantly clear to folks. This process is very difficult to undertake, and I know that there is conversation going on outside of this building, obviously among residents in the community, about what executive session processes do, what they seek to achieve. It is difficult. And while I can't speak to what we're discussing, and I have the feeling like I'm being gagged through the entire process, that I can't share information with my neighbors and friends and the community at large, I want folks to understand that we need a little bit of grace when we're taking consideration of issues that are before us. And while I would like to have things out in the public space, I recognize that we can't. However, I wish that this had been a process that was a little bit more open and public. And as a result, I'm not too particularly pleased that we're going to be going into executive session again this evening, and we still can't share any information with the public or give them anything greater than the detail of, we had an executive session and that's it. So for me, tonight, when we do take a vote, I will not be supporting going into executive session because I feel like this issue could have been resolved at some point in an earlier period in time, and we've been belaboring it for several weeks, not explaining specific terms or issues. I'm just going to leave it at that, Mr. President.
Any additional comments from counselors?
Mr. President, not
Councilor
a
Lynn.
comment per se, but we will, you're probably going to announce this, we're not going to come back out of executive session. There won't be another opportunity for any citizen to make any comments. And us. I'm trying, I'm right in the microphone. I don't think the mics are working properly. They're recording and going out properly, but I don't think the amplification in the room. But we won't be coming back out. I'll reserve my comments for the next open session.
Yeah. Just to confirm, Council Lindy had mentioned we are going to adjourn from executive session this evening, which I will mention in the comment. So we will not be coming back into the room. Any additional comments? Okay, seeing none, I will take a motion to enter into executive session pursuant to MGL Chapter 30A, Section 21A1, to discuss the reputation, character, physical condition, or mental health, rather than the professional competence of an individual, or to discuss the discipline or dismissal of, or complaints or charges brought against a public officer, employee, staff member, or individual. May I take that motion?
So moved.
Made by Councilor Kennedy, seconded by Councilor Perry. All those in, we have to take a roll call, please.
Ms. Ellenberg?
No. No.
Yes.
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 No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you all, and we will enter into executive session. We will adjourn from there.